The new year is the perfect time to reevaluate financial goals. Many of those goals require access to credit. So it's important to know the basics about FICO scores. Fortunately, we have one of the top experts in the nation to help understand how FICO scores are calculated and what consumers can do to better understand their credit health. Sally Taylor is the general manager and vice president of scores at FICO. She has over 30 years of experience and was part of the original team that introduced FICO scores to lenders. And that's why I do this show, because I have the same problem everybody else does. And I'm so glad to talk to Sally. How are you, Sally?
I'm doing really well. Thank you for having me.
I need to talk to you. That's why people right now are taking a closer look at their finances. What is a FICO score and why is it important?
Well, having a healthy FICO score can help people gain access to the credit that they need to do things like buy a car or remodel a home. It's the credit score that's used by 90% of top US lenders when making lending decisions. So your FICO score is a three-digit number. It summarizes the information in your credit file. It looks at things like how long have you had credit? How much credit do you have? How much of your available credit are you using? And do you make your payments on time?
I understand FICO just sponsored a survey of thousands of people on the connection between finances, credit, and overall well being. What did they find?
Well, we found that people's feelings about their credit scores are strongly linked to their overall well being. 85% reported that they feel more secure in the rest of their lives when their credit score is healthy. So, the study also found that almost a third of Americans report feeling financially insecure these days. So, learning about the right steps to manage your FICO score can help people feel more in control of their finances.
How are credit scores viewed across generations?
Yeah, so it's encouraging that the majority, 90% of Americans say that they at least somewhat understand what a credit score is. When you do take a closer look, there are differences. Boomers are more likely to say they understand credit scores, while on the other end of the spectrum, at least 1 in 5 Gen Zer says that they only understand them a little bit or not at all. But no matter where people are on that credit journey, we are here to help demystify credit for all.
Now, can FICO help people with no credit history like young adults?
Yes, our survey found that 29% of Gen Zers say that they either don't have a credit score or they don't know if they have one. So, credit can seem like a catch-22 at times. In order to get credit, you need to have a little bit of credit history. To help address this, we have introduced scores like the FICO Score XD and the Ultra FICO Score. They both analyze data that's found outside of the traditional credit report, like how you pay your telco and utility bills, or information that comes from your checking and savings accounts. These alternative FICO scores help provide an on ramp to mainstream credit for people that have limited credit experience.
Now, here's the question I definitely want to ask. How can people improve their FICO score in the new year?
Well, the good news is that your FICO score is dynamic and it changes with your credit behavior. There are the top 3 things that we recommend to everybody. Number one, make sure you make your payments on time. That's the most important thing you can do to keep to improve and then maintain a strong FICO score. The second is to be careful not to take on debt that you don't need or that you can't afford. And finally, check your FICO score regularly. Research has shown that people who frequently check their FICO score are more likely to have a higher credit score.
Speaking of that, now where can people go to check their FICO score?
Yeah, there are several ways. But right now, to help people take control of their credit, we recently launched a new program that allows you to check your FICO Score 8 for free. So to check your FICO score for free, just visit myfico.com/free. There's also a lot of hundreds of banks are participants of the FICO Score Open Access Program. If your bank is a participant, you might have access to your FICO score through your monthly credit card bill or through your mobile application.
So I should check with my bank on that one then, right?
That's right.
All right. We've been talking with Sally Taylor. I've been talking with Sally Taylor because I really needed to talk to Sally. General Manager and Vice President of Scores at FICO. It's been so informative. Thank you so much for joining us on Morning Plan.
Thank you.